recording or else I'm gonna have to do this all again. It's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning and just got back from the Oscar store. I didn't know it was gonna be like it was. Like I got shortly before we went, I found out that they were gonna have like a bar open till midnight, and it's not my bag. For those of you who know me, no, that's not my thing. They had dancing. I'm tired. But I didn't dance. I didn't get to dance. The friend who went with me doesn't dance, and her boyfriend wants to learn how to dance, but in that environment, normally I'll teach somebody how to dance. I don't know. We're supposed to if we ever go back out there. I don't know if but you know, I got to hear of the band of a teacher I used to have, and he was a singer. I didn't know he was a singer, and it was really good. We had fun. So this guy, like when we first got there, we were going to the door, and I was going in to go find a bathroom, and this guy was like, "How are you tonight?" And I was like, "Fine," and just walked past. And then him and his buddies came in there, and he was like, "How are you ladies doing tonight?" So I didn't know if he didn't notice that I was okay. This might sound bad because it felt like he could be a wingman, trying to take the friend out before the other guy kind of tried to swoop in. So then I made my breakaway to the restroom. I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine, thanks." And he touched my elbow when he was asking me the question. So I went to the restroom, and I came out, which actually was outside. It was an outhouse, but they're nice restrooms, and it's a really interesting setup. I'm going to try and show you the picture. It probably doesn't show you anything, but they have, some of the benches are like tailgates, like the cut off edges of truck beds, and then the tailgate's down. That's what you sit on, which is really cool. And there's like a bunch of tin sheds, and I mean, it's a restaurant that at night, on the weekends, they have bands that come in and play. So I feel bad because I'm like, am I thinking bad about myself? But at the same time, I don't want to like let a guy think that I'm interested, because I mean, you could tell he'd had a few, and I don't drink. I have a different kind of lifestyle, and the guy that if I end up, someday, it's not the environment that I would find a guy in. And it would have been nice to have somebody to dance with, but I don't want him to think that there's, if you're gonna ask me to dance, come up and ask me to dance, but if you're gonna try and hit on me to get rid of the friend. But then, okay, so I went to the bathroom, I came out, and him and his friends were in front of the door where my friend and her man were still in, and I was like, crap. So I was just waiting, because she had told me she was going to come to the bathroom, and she never came. And so I was just kind of waiting until he left, and then I saw somebody I knew, and I went and talked to them for like a second. And then I went back, and finally he was gone. I was like, okay, shoo, he's gone. I went to my friend, told her the whole thing, and then so we finally found a table and sat down, and he came up again, and my friend was sitting next to her guy, and so I was like, okay, is this guy for real? And so he touched my elbow again, and look, I don't have a problem with guys touching me. It's just that if you're normally like that, that's fine. Like, I have guy friends who are touchy kind of guys, and that's fine. I'm a huggy person. I'm an affectionate person. But if you're not normally that way, then I know you girls have had that guy touch you, and you're like, ugh. And it wasn't, it was just like, So, like, what is your intention here? It's just, I don't know, this thing that God must have put in us that we're like, okay, automatically suspicious. So, I mean, not to say that I wasn't looking cute, because although it looks a little bad now, I was looking cute. And I walked in with confidence, and that might have been my downfall. So anyway, I was like, oh yeah, thanks, I'm fine. And I immediately turned my head to my friend. I didn't say, how are you? I didn't make eye contact or anything. And I was so bad. But then later, he left with like a group, so I was like, okay. And there was girls in it, so I was like, okay, fine. That's good. Like, why should I feel bad? I don't know. I feel bad because, like, I didn't get to dance anybody. But at the same time, I feel bad because I wouldn't have wanted to think that there was a possibility. I don't know. So yeah, here's my branding. At least they didn't stamp me. I had to wear a wristband. And it was kind of mellow, but it was fun at the same time. It was something different instead of just, like going to the movies. And we had to yell to hear each other, but it was still different. It was still fun. And yeah. So I don't know. I feel bad for thinking like that's the only reason this cute, because he was cute. He was a good looking and actually kind of buff dude. And not to say that a guy like that won't have a thing for, a girl who looks like me. It's just not. I've never had it happen. Ever. So I was immediately suspicious. And I wouldn't have anyway because he was inebriated. So, anyway. I hope you guys had your own adventures on this Friday night. Oh, I walked several blocks before I met up with my friend. So I got some more walking in tonight. And after I walked, when I came home I had more energy, so I did some exercises, did some lunges and some arm exercises and stuff while dancing to Love Shack and Rock What You Got by Super Chick and Gone Baby Gone by Martina McBride. And so I had worked up a really good sweat by the time I took in my shower. Yeah, so I hope you guys had your own adventures tonight. And hopefully we'll have another one tomorrow at the Civic Theater. But we'll see. See if I can get tickets. Alright, guys. Night, if I can find it.